Robert De Niro is a big actor who doesn't really particularly enjoy Donald Trump. And he's made this very, very clear on numerous occasions, including recently when, outside of Trump's trial in New York, he gave a speech condemning Trump and saying he really, really hopes that we don't get Trump again and how very, very bad Donald Trump is. And probably not surprisingly, a bunch of Trump supporters who were there took note of the fact that a big celebrity who does not like Trump was there and decided, now is a good time to do some trolling, of course. And that's what they did, and that led to this.
You are gangsters! You are gangsters! Fuck you! You're a little punk! You're a softy! You're a nobody! You're really soft! You're trash! You're trash! Fuck you, taxi driver! Jump in the
Oh my god, yeah, that was kind of an entertaining thing to see. Um, First off, I mean, that was really funny, and second off, this is a pretty good encapsulation of American politics. Uh, let's one up each other with the second grade zingers. So, yeah, this was quite a funny event. I really just have to say, how many votes got swayed by this? Zero, because if you don't like Trump, you probably thought Robert De Niro was doing a really heroic job, and if you do like Trump, you think, yeah, they showed him. Now, what do I think about this? I don't know. I think it was really funny. It's kind of interesting how Robert De Niro was. I don't know. I feel like he was really, really emotionally like. I was a bit surprised to see that he genuinely had rage there, and it's a little surprising to me. It's like I sometimes like I have to wonder if a lot of these big like especially celebrities who despise Trump, if they've ever met Trump supporters or spoken to people like people who don't like agree with them, because I don't know, this really was something I feel like he was genuinely surprised that this was gonna happen. Like, I don't think he's ever had a conversation with a Trump supporter before. Like, I don't know, the way that he, or maybe he's just an old guy. I mean, the older you are, the less you are inclined to care about people's political views. Um, so, I mean, it really was a mixture of that, but really it was just pure, like, nobody there really wanted to flip sides. They just wanted blood sport, and I think whichever side you're on, this is a good, entertaining little match to see. So, I mean, there was that. But honestly, again, to see Robert De Niro be so angry in that moment was, again, I still can't really grasp it. I feel like, I don't know, I think what Robert De Niro has is actually, ironically, a similar thing that his best friend in the whole wide world, Donald Trump, has, where, like, Trump, the only crowds he's seen in the last few years, if we're being honest, is people at his rallies who love him. Like, if he's at a Trump rally, that's all he's used to, which is why he's genuinely shocked when he'll go somewhere where the crowd is not inherently friendly to him and he either gets booed or like laughed at. Like in, I believe it was 2018, he went to the UN and he got laughed at, and he was genuinely surprised at that. And then he got booed the other day at the Libertarian Convention, and that also genuinely surprised him. And just like Robert De Niro, Trump had like, especially at the Libertarian Convention, Trump was really angry about that. And it's one of those things where it's like, I feel like it's not just these two, but I really have to wonder how many people are just becoming less and less likely to ever meet someone who doesn't agree with them, because these types of incidents and these moments are happening more commonly, and I think it's a product of the fact that people are just being surrounded by other people who share their same views and will just vindicate anything that they believe in. Like Robert De Niro, every single time he's criticized Trump, it's always been in an environment that was favorable to him. Like when he said F Trump at that award ceremony and he got a standing ovation. I think that that's what Robert De Niro was used to, getting cheered on by people when he criticizes Trump. So when he when he stood face to face with Trump supporters, it almost felt to him like probably like he was transported to a different universe. And same thing with Trump when he doesn't only have to face his supporters. And I think it's just like a partisan thing. Like it's increasingly becoming more and more of an issue, but it's just really funny. Like I always find it really funny when people who just have this one narrow view, especially like older people, they have this narrow view and then they get confronted with an opposing force and they just don't know how to handle it. It's the funniest and most entertaining thing. And I really, really hope it happens again because that was golden. I want Robert De Niro to argue with Trump supporters. In fact, I want Robert De Niro and a Trump supporter to just be placed on a stage and just yell at each other for an hour. That would be so fun. Like that's what we should do because if it's not gonna get better, so let's just have some fun with it. Let's just watch people like yell at each other. I think that that would be really really funny, and in many ways it would be therapeutic and probably help the climate that we're in right now. For being honest, because I just don't think. I don't know. I don't think the way you've been doing this, where everybody's so insular, we got to get out of this more. We gotta yell at each other. I think that this is a plus. So, long story short, funny when people have to interact with people they've never interacted with before. Just gold. Keep it up, everyone.